first job is to make a series of checks. These are all important for operational and safety reasons and should be undertaken on a daily basis before you start any work. Firstly, you'll need to check that the fluid levels are correct. For the engine oil, hydraulic oil, and engine coolant. For other forklift brands, you will also need to check the levels of transmission oil, brake fluid, and power steering fluid. Then check the belts and hoses both for tension and for any water or oil leaks. Ensure the starter battery terminals are clean and that the water level is topped up. If the truck is fitted with LPG, check that all connections are tight, that there are no leaks, the cylinder is not out of date, and that the forklift is fitted with an LPG compliance plate. The next step is to make a number of visual checks. Check all tyres for damage and wear. Remove any plastic around the wheels. Can you see any damage, cracks, or signs of oil leaks on the mast assembly? Do the lift and tilt systems look okay? Are there any signs of leaks or damage to the chains or hoses? Is the load guard and carriage securely attached with no sign of damage? Are the fork arms straight and evenly spaced, with no cracks or signs of excessive wear? Are the pins and locking devices secure to prevent the forks from sliding? Is the driver's seat and seat belt securely fitted and in good condition? Are the control decals properly fitted and clearly visible? Is the overhead guard secure? Are the mirrors and windscreens properly adjusted and clean? Is the load plate attached and readable? When you enter the cabin, do so from the left side. Do not hold the steering wheel for balance. Adjust your seat for comfort and correctly fasten your seatbelt. If you're using an electric forklift, check that the emergency isolator is operational. Just before you start the engine, make sure the park brake is on and the forklift is in neutral gear. Before you drive, check that all the lights and gauges are functioning correctly. Also check the horn and the reverse beeper. Before you set off, make sure the immediate area is clear. It's also a good idea to check the ground for any oil or fluid stains after you've moved off. Drive forward and in reverse to make sure the brakes are functioning properly. Check the steering from lock to lock and be aware of any odd noises or unusual vibrations. Finally, check all the hydraulic functions. Operate the lift to the maximum, then lower again, all the while checking the hoses and chains. Operate the tilt forwards and to the rear. Move the side shift left and right to full extent, again for leaks and smooth operation. If you do find a fault, park the forklift, remove the key, and place a Do Not Use tag where it is clearly visible. Then report the fault to your supervisor immediately so that a technician can be called. You can only make minor repairs to a forklift if you are a qualified person and have been authorized by your employer to do so.